You also save some money because 2 fans are already included as part of the case, while coming in at a surprisingly low price, which is why I really like this computer case for budget gaming builds. Today we're going to unbox it, take a tour around the entire case, and then open it up to see inside the case to see how much room you have for your hardware. And just to get this out of the way, Lian Li did not send me this case. I purchased it with my own money, so this is not a sponsored video. All right, let's get this thing out of the box. Inside, the case comes protected by the usual foam inserts, as well as this plastic covering. All right, and here it is. First impressions is actually quite light considering the very good build quality of this case. I actually really like the size of this thing. I think it's perfect for a Micro-ATX build. The 205M mesh is technically a Micro-ATX mid-tower, and it measures 400 millimeters tall, 210 millimeters wide, and 415 millimeters deep. So it's noticeably more compact than the typical ATX tower. But as we'll see in a minute, there's still quite a bit of hardware that you can fit inside the case. The construction is primarily steel, and on the side we have a 4mm tempered glass panel that gives you a full view of the components inside. Despite being positioned as a relatively inexpensive case, it doesn't immediately look like a cheap budget case. Probably the defining feature of the 205M is right here. Instead of using a mostly solid front panel, the 205M uses a large mesh front, which allows the 2 included front panel fans to pull in fresh air from the front of the case. Behind this front panel here, it supports either 2 120mm fans or 240mm fans. The included fans here are the larger 104mm fans, which is really great considering the price of this case. You can also add fans to the top of the case here, and you're also able to add a 120mm fan in the rear. The fact that this case already comes with 2 included fans is one less thing you need to purchase immediately when doing your computer build. So not only can you put fans on the top, you have this nice dust filter. This can prevent dust from getting into your computer case. I've had a lot of computer gaming builds, and trust me when I say that dust gets in there. So having a magnetic dust filter is a definite plus, and I'm glad it's included with this budget computer case. And I like that it's super easy to remove, clean, and then put right back. And if you're going with liquid cooling for your gaming build, the case also supports a 240mm radiator at the top of the case here. So all your I/O is going to be at the top front of your case here. You have your power button, 2 USB 3 Type A ports, separate headphone and microphone connections, plus your power and hard drive activity LEDs. It's a pretty basic I/O setup here. There is no USB-C here, but for a case at this price point, you have the essentials. And by the way, if you're interested in the Lancool 205M mesh after watching the rest of this video, I'll put an affiliate link down in the description where you can check the current price and availability of this computer case. Using this link doesn't cost you anything extra, but it does help support the channel, and it allows me to keep buying hardware to test out and make videos for you guys out there. Okay, now let's take a look inside the case. Of course, you get your user manual, and removing that glass tempered side gives us a better look inside the computer case. And this is where the 205M starts getting interesting, because despite the relatively compact dimensions of the case, there's actually a decent amount of room to work with inside of the case. This case supports both Micro-ATX and Mini-ATX motherboards. This is the motherboard that I'm going to be using for an upcoming build. I definitely recommend it to be used with this case. This is the Asus Tough Gaming B850M Plus Wi-Fi motherboard. I think it's a perfect pairing. I will also leave a link to this down in the description if you guys are interested in getting this motherboard, because I think it's a perfect fit. And if you're looking for a GPU for your budget gaming build, I hands down recommend the RX 9070 XT because of the best bang for your buck that you can really get out there right now with the cost of NVIDIA cards being so high. The 9070 XT gives you a very good performance for the price. So I will also leave a link down to this in the description below if you're interested in buying this as well. For your expansion slots, you get 4 expansion slots here in the back of the case, which is what you would expect with a Micro-ATX chassis. But here's one of the more important numbers if you're planning a gaming build. Actually, room for a graphics card here in this case, for a graphics card approximately up to 350mm long. And that gives you a lot of space for a full-size graphics card, like this Power Color Hellhound 9070 XT. The length of this full-size graphics card is approximately 327mm, which means it would fit in there. Even if you use a GPU with the mounting bracket, it will put it up to 340 millimeters, but it's still within the 350 millimeter length limit of this case. So this case really gives you a lot of options when it comes to the GPU that you get put in here. One of the main reasons I bought this computer case because I wanted to get a full-size card at an affordable price. Now for CPU cooling, you can install an air cooler that's up to 160 millimeters tall. So the great thing is that you don't necessarily need to have a small profile CPU cooler for your computer build, which gives you a lot more options when it comes to getting an air cooler for your specific CPU. And talking about liquid cooling, ASUS sent me this AIO cooler, which is the ROG Strix LC3 240 ARGB CPU liquid cooler. So this will be the liquid cooler that we'll be using in this case. I definitely recommend it. Again, I will leave a link down to this in the description because it goes perfectly with this case. Case supports 240 millimeter radiator on top. So even though this is a budget-oriented Micro-ATX case, you've still got quite a bit of options when it comes to configuring your cooling. Now we take a look at the bottom of the case. We have another ventilation area here, and this is right below the power supply intake. And the power supply I recommend using for your gaming computer build, especially if you're going to use a GPU like that 9070 XT, is this power supply that Asus sent to me. This is the ASUS Tough Gaming White Edition 1000 watt gold power supply. And this is ATX 3.1 compatible, and it is rated for 80 plus gold. So if you guys are looking into a power supply, definitely recommend this one. Again, I will leave a link down in the description down below, but right here in this area below on the case is where this power supply is gonna live, bringing in that fresh air. And it's nice to see that you have a mesh, removable magnetic mesh cover, because a lot of times with areas it gets really dusty because of the air intake coming in to your computer case. So make sure you guys clean this removable dust filter often. Wow, and I love how easily you can remove and replace these magnetic dust filters. Of course, the power supply will sit right below this power supply shroud. This is great because it kind of hides all the cables, makes it look neat. And yeah, there's plenty of room down here, especially for a larger 1000 watt power supply such as this one here. The great thing about the 205M mesh is that you can use a standard ATX power supply with Lian Li specifying up to 108 millimeter of PSU clearance. This ASUS Tough Gaming 1000 watt power supply is 150 millimeters, so you get more than enough clearance on this computer case for a larger power supply such as this one here. So that's yet another advantage for a budget gaming PC build when you get this case, because you're not forced into buying a more expensive SFX power supply, which is smaller profile, but a lot of times those cost a lot more. So it's nice to be able to use a standard size power supply. It's gonna save you lots of money. Let's move around to the other side because there's more to see here. All right, so the back of the case here is where you're gonna route most of the cables. You actually have several openings around the motherboard tray to get your 24-pin motherboard power, CPU power, fan cables, SATA, and everything else where it needs to go. There's a nice little box with all your screws, zip ties, and some other cool things. For storage, Lian Li actually gives you quite a few options. You can install up to 3 2.5-inch drives and 1 3.5-inch hard drive. Or you can configure it for 2 2.5-inch drives and 2 3.5-inch drives if that's what you need. So while NVMe storage will handle most of the storage in a modern build, you still have room for traditional SATA SSDs or larger capacity mechanical drives. And I think that's what really makes the Lancool 205M mesh interesting. It's not trying to reinvent the PC case. Instead of getting a relatively compact Micro-ATX chassis, a mesh-focused airflow design, a tempered glass panel, 2 included fans, standard ATX power supply support, room for a large graphics card, multiple storage options, and support for both air and liquid cooling. And you're getting all that in a case that's pricely in budget build territory.